Little People, Big World's Jeremy and Audrey Roloff spill surprising post-show secret dear loves. Welcome to TLC Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Little People, Big World alums Jeremy and Audrey Roloff are opening up about their post-reality TV careers as influencers. On the latest episode of the couple's These Are the Days podcast, Audrey, 33, talked about how their approach is different from others in the field. I think it's just interesting. One of the things that I was made, more aware of on this brand trip was just how segregated our worlds are with work, she said. At this trip, all of these creators are on the brand partnership grind. That's their main thing that they do, which is great. Audrey went on to talk about how other influencers are successful without selling their own products or engaging in multi-level marketing (MLM). She and Jeremy own a brand called Beating 50%, have published several self-help books, and have also been involved with MLM programs like Young Living. Most of them have never done an MLM or know anything about the MLM space, Audrey said. Some of them do affiliates, but in a different way. It's just interesting because I feel like you and I have our hands dipped in all these different buckets, and we're not really great at any of them. It's hard because we've tried to do them all and it's hard to do them all, she continued. I think we're really good at diversifying, maybe in fear, partially. We've always been painfully aware that what we do could be gone in a heartbeat. We've always tried to diversify, even if it's through let's buy an Airbnb that we're going to make a rental property or let's buy Bitcoin. We've tried a little bit of a lot of things. Jeremy recalled wanting to get out of LPBW and viewing influencing as a life raft. After 17 seasons, Jeremy and Audrey left his family's TLC series in 2018. We knew we had this mission, but, how do you monetize a mission or build a brand, he said. We just tried a bunch of things and then we know very well, this blogging thing could be something but it could also disappear tomorrow. So let's make sure we turn this thing we've been doing into a product. Aubrey also talked about why she does brand partnerships. If you're someone that's monetizing the internet, or even if you're someone who's not and you want to be in some way, it is the easiest way by far to do that, she said. You need to have a following, you have to build up this thing, and you have to be super consistent with content. If you want to sell your own product, same thing. And then you're having to invest your own capital or you're having to buy inventory and manage all this stuff. Little People, Big World alums Audrey Roloff and Jeremy Roloff are getting candid about how they earn money as influencers 7 years after their exit from his family's reality series. I think it's just interesting. One of the things that I was made, more aware of on this brand trip was just how segregated our worlds are with work, Audrey, 33. Explained on their These Are the Days podcast on Thursday, April 17, sharing the difference between how she and Jeremy, 34, earn money versus other influencers. At this trip, all of these creators are on the brand partnership grind. That's their main thing that they do, which is great, she continued, noting that many influencers are successful with content creation and do not sell their own product or run businesses. Most of them have never done MLM multi-level marketing, or know anything about the MLM space, Audrey told her husband. Some of them do affiliates, but in a different way. It's just interesting because I feel like you and I have our hands dipped in all these different buckets, and we're not really great at any of them. Audrey and Jeremy are the co-founders of the brand Beating 50%, which aims to ignite and equip couples, families, and individuals to live an intentional life and celebrate the important moments along the way, according to the brand's website. The couple has also co-written journals and self-help books about marriage and finance. Audrey and Jeremy were also involved with the MLM program Young Living, which sells essential oils, and the Oregon native hinted on the podcast that they left the organization for multifaceted reasons. It's hard because we've tried to do them all and it's hard to do them all, Audrey explained. I think we're really good at diversifying, maybe in fear, partially. We've always been painfully aware that what we do could be gone in a heartbeat. We've always tried to diversify, even if it's through let's buy an Airbnb that we're going to make a rental property or let's buy Bitcoin. We've tried a little bit of a lot of things. After 14 years, over 300 episodes, and 17 seasons, the time has come. A year ago, I made the decision that this season would be our last, Jeremy wrote on Instagram at the time. It has been an amazing run, and I can't say enough to all of you who have watched and supported us along the ride. We have the most loyal fans on TV, and we appreciate every one of you. You are what made doing this so fun. Jeremy said on the podcast that he and Audrey wanted to get out of LPBW and considered influencing to be a life raft. We knew we had this mission, but, how do you monetize a mission or build a brand? Jeremy recalled. We just tried a bunch of things and then we know very well, this blogging thing could be something but it could also disappear tomorrow. So let's make sure we turn this thing we've been doing into a product. Audrey added, if you're someone that's monetizing the internet or even if you're someone who's not and you want to be in some way, it is the easiest way by far to do that. You need to have a following, you have to build up this thing, and you have to be super consistent with content. If you want to sell your own product, same thing, and then you're having to invest your own capital or you're having to buy inventory and manage all this stuff. Jeremy Roloff and wife Audrey Roloff are now part of a happy family of 6. The Little People, Big World alums announced the birth of their 4th child on Monday. Jeremy took to Instagram to post a trio of snapshots to share the joyful news and revealed their new baby girl's beautiful name. Please welcome Mirabella May Roloff to planet Earth. Jeremy, 34, wrote in the caption to the post, which also included some heartwarming and intimate photos of Audrey holding their newborn baby girl after giving birth at their home. Audrey delivered her in our bedroom, and it was a profound experience being that intimate and close to the moment, Jeremy wrote. Audrey is a superhero, and Mirabella is beautiful. Very grateful. Secrets out, baby 4 is on the way. We are so excited to be growing our family again and adding another little grommet to our crew. Baby number 4 pregnancy announcement. Audrey, 32, wrote on Instagram. In the adorable video, Audrey turns to her husband, 33, and whispers something in his ear, causing him to lift her up and twirl her around while their other 3 children stand by patiently. From there, Jeremy bends down to share the secret with his eldest child, Ember, 6, who then plays a game of telephone with her younger brothers, Bode, 3, and Radley, 2, who shares the happy news with the camera. Jeremy is the son of Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff, the stars of the popular TLC series about a family with achondroplasia, which began airing in 2006, when Jeremy was 16 years old. Earlier this month, ET spoke with Matt about the future of the series after the show wrapped up its 25th season, and the Roloff family patriarch revealed, the season 25 finale definitely was, as you know, a season finale. Whether it was a series finale or not, I don't think anybody really knows. I don't even think the network knows. The future of the series is seemingly still murky, and he explained to ET that several cast members, some family members, have expressed desire to move on to different projects and things. Jeremy Roloff and wife Audrey Roloff celebrate their new book A Love Letter Life at Barnes & Noble at the Grove in Los Angeles on April 10, 2019. Tabrina Hobson/Getty Images. But Little People, Big World is kind of like the little engine that could. Every time we think it's coming to a stop, somehow it keeps going, he added. So I'm afraid to say yeah, at this point. I honestly don't know. However, Matt explained that he also wouldn't be opposed to returning for a future season, if given enough time and the right situation presents itself. I would say maybe not immediately, but if we want to do a season 26 and we want to plan it out in the future, I would say yeah, Matt shared. I'll be ready. I've had a nice little downtime, We've stopped filming late August/early September, so I've had some good relaxing time down. So if they came to me and said, "Wanna do something else?" I'd say, "Okay, let me hear about it." Audrey Roloff is actively prepping for the arrival of her fourth child with husband Jeremy Roloff, and the couple is planning to have a home birth. With the birth just weeks away, Audrey has been actively updating her followers by sharing bump photos and even seeking advice on home birthing practices. On April 15, the former Little People, Big World star posted a photo on her Instagram stories, and then later a reel showing off her prominent baby bump, expressing her excitement and current physical state. Almost 9 months pregnant and finally moving back into our house after renovating for the last 9 months. Also, for those of you who have been here for a while, feel like I'm having deja vu from my first pregnancy when we were also moving in after a Reno a few weeks before my due date. Apparently we've learned nothing. Audrey explained that she's wondering if all the unpacking will put her into labor, with the text on the reel saying, "Maybe all packing will put me into labor early with this 4th baby. But with my history, I'm not counting on it." Jeremy Roloff and Audrey Roloff celebrate their new book A Love Letter Life at Barnes & Noble at the Grove on April 10, 2019 in Los Angeles, California. Audrey recently shared a video of her. More to Brina Hobson/Getty Images. Earlier in the month on April 4, Audrey reached out to her social media community to gather tips for her upcoming home birth. She posted on Instagram, "We're getting closer to moving back into our home. So I'm finally starting to actually do some home birth prep. Fellow home birth mamas, would love for you to share things you loved having for your births. I shared a ton of your responses to my stories today, but there were so many good tips/insight I wanted to offer a space to share in the comments." Fans were quick to respond back to the 32-year-old mom, leaving comments with tons of advice and saying encouraging things like, "Yay! I didn't know you were going to home birth. Best experience ever, and had my first home birth in August and it was the best experience." Audrey and Jeremy, who left the TLC reality series in 2019, are parents to 3 children: Ember, 6, Bode, 4, and Radley, 2. She is currently 9 months pregnant with their 4th child. All aboard! Matt Roloff's fiancée Caryn Chandler is one passenger on board for a wild ride with the Roloff family. On the April 9th episode of Little People, Big World, Caryn met with her girlfriend Wendy for dinner, where she dished about her surprising engagement to Matt and the latest drama to hit the Roloff crazy train. After flashing Wendy her new diamond ring, Caryn revealed that she and Matt were thinking of tying the knot in an intimate ceremony in Arizona. In a conversation with cameras, Caryn confessed that she was surprised to be engaged and hadn't given much thought into what a wedding would look like. "We would talk about it here and there," she said of their engagement. "But Matt would run down to the courthouse tomorrow if I said, 'Hey, let's just go do this,' and he just might. He's spontaneous, so you never know." She went on to tell Wendy that she never thought she would get married for the second time. Though she initially had her reservations because of fear, timing, and not having a place to call home, Caryn admitted that her perspective on marriage shifted when she and Matt began building their house on the farm. Caryn wasn't the only one who was surprised to learn of her engagement. She shared that her daughter Brittany from her first marriage also had feelings they were able to talk through. While Matt's children haven't verbalized their feelings about their marriage, Caryn suspected they had similar thoughts and got candid about the rift that had formed between them. "I'm kind of an all-in type of person, so when Matt and I were dating, I was all in with the family and the kids and probably too close," she explained before sharing how she's learned to be cautious about being involved in his children's personal lives. "Blending families, that's a tough one," Caryn told cameras. "Some go better than others. In my case, I've learned that boundaries are healthy in second relationships. I don't have any regrets about the relationship that existed and getting close to the kids, but I learned a valuable lesson that maybe sometimes less is more, so I'm treading lightly." Despite their tumultuous relationship, Caryn added that she believes everyone is happy for us overall. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories.